It's time for my fabulous yummy cooking. So, let's get started. Today we are making the most delicious black bean mocha mousse cake. You're gonna die. Okay, that's what we're making. Yummy, yummy. So just so you know a little bit about why I do this, my daughter recently decided to become vegan. She was vegetarian first, now she became vegan. And so for me, I've been not using refined sugar for the last year and a half. And so I just always look for recipes like this that use no sugar. It uses natural things for sweeteners. And we just had someone special join us. Hi! We have other people joining us too, but I'm sure they're running late. But I have an appointment at 8 o'clock, so I figured we would just start. We're on Facebook Live. Yay! Awesome. So first thing we'll do, and I came in last night and we kind of got everything ready, so I have everything pre-measured out, which makes it really easy. And I'll post the recipe online. But basically the first thing we want to do is start with our filling. So do you like to bake? Yeah. Okay. So, and are you vegan, paleo, or do you have any diet restrictions? Yeah, me too, because it's no sugar and it's all kind of natural stuff, right? So first, what we're going to do is we're going to make the crust for this. This has a yummy, nutty crust. Wait till you taste the one we made last night. It's so good. It's so good. I wish you guys could taste it. So first what we want to do is we want to melt, actually we're going to go roast the nuts first. You rushed over here?
Yeah.
How was your day? Was it awesome?
It was kind of slow and rainy.
Oh, I know, it's rain. So you'll get to meet my hubby because he's gonna come in here. Well, he should be here. It's like, what, 6:05? We started late. We're hoping to have at least like 10 or 12 people, but traffic, rain, whatever. Okay. So, but I think the more you guys like and share, and I'm gonna have some giveaways at the end of this, but the more you guys like and share my posts, every time we do it, we want to do this every 2 weeks. We hope to get more followers and more people watching. Welcome. We're doing a Facebook Live too, so I'm just kind of. How are you?
Good. How are
Tell
you?
me your name.
Renee.
Renee.
Charlie.
So hi Charlie. Why did you guys decide to join our class today?
Because we were having cheesecake and the healthier way.
Oh my gosh, and it's so yummy. So my daughter, come on in. My daughter's vegan.
I'm not here.
Oh, but you should be.
Yeah, I have to shop here. It's super funny, but do you have the code for the restroom here?
I can let you in.
Thank you, I appreciate
I think I know by heart. Okay.
So we have other people joining us. I think they're just running a little bit late.
This is
But
great. So yeah, I'm gonna learn to make a cheesecake. It's healthy.
oh my gosh,
I mean,
you're gonna love
I'm
it.
more of a visual learner, and I can probably.
Yeah. So you're lucky because I just kind of started. So right now I'm just roasting the nuts. So this cheesecake is called black bean mocha mousse cake, and it has like this yummy fluffy mousse layer. And there's no gluten in it. There's no sugar, like refined sugar in it. It's just all healthy. Everything in it, every calorie, every part of it is healthy calories and fat for your body. So part of cooking, and I don't know if you know this, but we could just throw these nuts in and blend them up, and they would be nuts blended, right? But if you roast things, it adds a flavor, a layer of flavor that just gives it more of a richness. Yes, do it.
So a lot of people love just raw nuts.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the most healthy people to raw nuts. But I do agree with the roasting nuts.
Yeah, it kind of, yes, it brings out some of the flavors. And what Madison asked is, some people just love raw nuts because the raw are the healthier. And that is true, and roasting them just quickly just to kind of get the outsides hot just kind of brings out the flavors. So you don't need to worry about, it's not like cooking it and losing nutrients, because that's a lot of things about the paleo is trying to be raw. There's my husband. Hi, thanks for joining us.
What do you do if you're allergic to nuts?
If you're allergic to nuts, you just look for nut-free recipes. In a lot of these recipes,
Oh, just like seeds, yeah.
in a lot of these recipes, the nuts are a great source of the vitamins and the protein and things like that. So if they're vegan, nuts, seeds, legumes, things like that, they use those a lot to replace it. So we roasted the nuts.
Sad.
So this part's easy. Do you have a processor at home, a food processor? That is like my favorite tool. I use it all the time. So what we'll do, this part's easy. We're just gonna dump these nuts in. And then we're gonna blend it up. So it might get noisy for a second. And we just want to blend these up. So in the book it says pulse until they're roughly chopped. But when I cook, do you imagine how it's going to feel on your tongue when you eat it?
Yeah.
So if it's for the crust part, I'll turn this down a little more. If it's for the crust, I want the crust to be smooth and packed enough that when I bite into it, or when I want it to hold together, I want it to be able to, and if the chunks are really big, it's kind of like sand. If the sand is rocks, you try to pack it, it doesn't pack, right? So the more smooth it is, the better it packs in. And so that's what I try to imagine. So I'm going to blend it. And I'll do it a little bit smoother than what they say. Okay, so that's great. And you can see they're just kind of you can see it's just kind of a crumbly consistency. See that? So now this part is so cool and so easy. All we do for the base, I don't know how you cook, but this is my pinch of salt.
Yeah.
There's a pinch. And then we add natural cocoa powder. Okay? And I don't know if you know about cocoa, but it has a lot of nutrients itself. Everything in this recipe has so many vitamins for your body. So these are dates, large, soft, yummy, chewy. So these make it caramely and chewy and delicious. They have tons of fiber. So we're gonna stick those in there, and I just kind of try to spread them around because they are so chunky. Sometimes the food processor tries to like freak out that I give it such a big thing to chew on. And then this is coconut oil. Okay, and coconut oil helps your body bind to the different fats and things and like get things out of your body. A lot of people use this for the what is that, pulling in the mouth, because it just naturally gets toxins out of your body. So those easy ingredients, and we're just sticking it in here. And this is fun. My daughter, she's 16. She loves to cook with me, and it makes it so easy. And you're teaching them a base of health that a lot of parents don't. This cookbook is one that I found. She's a Swedish chef. Hi, babe. And she has a lot of yummy recipes in here, and I really like her dessert recipes because they have the no sugar and things like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this until it gets to a consistency where when I pinch it, it sticks together. But the more you blend them, the more it makes it oily, right? And so at first you might think, oh, I need to add more moisture to it. Don't, just keep blending it until the nuts start to release their oils. You don't want it to turn into nut butter, but you do want that crust to be really yummy and moist. What's that? No. So if they are harder, but these were so soft and gooey, I found that sometimes soaking them puts too much moisture in it, and so when I'm doing the recipe, it actually ends up being too loose for me. So again, that's just kind of all, you know, you experiment. So I'm just gonna pinch this, and it's not really holding together quite yet, so I'm gonna blend it a little bit more. You'll notice too when you blend it, when it starts to stick together a little bit, sometimes you'll even like all of a sudden coagulate into this kind of ball of dough. And you can see it starting to stick a little bit more to the sides. What's that? Oh, yay! I'm hoping to do this every 2 weeks, and each time will be something different and really fun and easy. So, because I want to show people it's easy to be healthy, and it's so healthy. I can't wait. You know, I think I'm going to let you guys taste the dessert. That's what you're doing. our dessert first, okay? But now that I said that, I'm thinking I need to melt the chocolate and do the raspberry stuff, so maybe we'll wait. But okay, so I feel like this is ready. I thought it would be cute to do it in these little sizes. It needs to sit in the fridge. I thought it would be cute to do it in these little sizes instead of a big pan. It needs to sit in the fridge for 4 hours, but I want you to take it home and show your family and share, okay? So we're gonna try to do these. Usually it has you just do it in like an 8x8 glass cake pan or something. But we are gonna do it in these. So, do you wanna help? Does she wanna help? No, are you scared? So basically I'm just taking this crust, and usually you would just put it in a lined parchment lined 8x8 cake pan. But I'm putting it in these little muffin tins so we can give it to our consumers here and let them take it home and experience it for themselves. So you just want to press it down so that it forms a nice hard crust. And then when we stick it in the fridge, it will solidify everything in there that kind of got soft and mushy. So do you live around here? Oh, yay! So I am, I'm gonna do this every 2 weeks. So share with your friends, other moms that might be interested. We really want to promote healthy living. Okay, so I'm just gonna do like half of this so we can kind of scooch on to the next thing. Are they? There are a lot of substitutes. That's what's so cool. God bless Google. Hey guys, thanks for joining. We are making a black bean mocha mousse cake, okay? And right now I just made the crust and we're just pressing it into these little tins, and then we'll move on to the yummy filling, and you'll be shocked what's in it and how amazing it tastes. So Madison just asked if some people are a little bit sensitive to cocoa. So if you just Google cocoa substitutes, I do that all the time. Like if my daughter doesn't like anything, or like you said, if someone's sensitive to it, I'll see a recipe, but then I'll just find a substitute that's like a vegan substitute for cocoa or something like that. Or if they're sensitive to it. But I've never heard of people being sensitive to cocoa. Why is that?
Some people are sensitive to caffeine.
Oh.
Some people are just sensitive to just chocolate.
So have you ever heard of I grew up on it. My mom used it all the time. Carob. Yes. Have you ever heard of that? So is that a good substitute for that? I know it has a little bit of a different taste.
It does.
So we're gonna pop these in the fridge. So we're gonna stick these in the fridge now. And let them sit. Oh yeah. She wants to see it?
Thank you so much. You're so sweet.
Heck yeah. This is what it's all about. Yeah. So we squished it down and made it nice and like Play-Doh.
Say thank you.
And push it in. Is that cool?
Say thank you.
Alright, so I'll stick those in the fridge. And of course, as a cook, you always want to taste your stuff to make sure it's good. That would be the worst, to make this crust and then so you want to taste it? How's your crust?
You're so sweet. Thank you.
That's what it's all about. There you go.
I'm good. I want to try all of them.
So that crust tasted delicious. So now we can move on to the next thing. What I'm looking for in the crust again is a nice consistency where it kind of sticks together. It wasn't too salty. It has a nice cocoa nutty flavor. Toasting the nuts gave it an extra layer of deliciousness. So I know, and that's just the crust. Just wait.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
I know. So now we're going to move on to the filling. So first what we want to do is we're going to melt this. It's 100% dark chocolate, 100%. And so we chose a chocolate hazelnut milk. So this is a plant milk, a nut milk. And we're using that as a base to melt our chocolate in, okay? So I just broke up the chocolate.
Hazelnut, you said?
Chocolate hazelnut milk. You can use any plant milk or cow's milk if you're into that, but this is a vegan paleo recipe, and so we're skipping the cow's milk. Also, my mom always taught me, clean as you go. When you're cooking, clean as you go. So you see I've been stacking these little bowls.
Yes.
Get out of the way. When you're done cooking, it should look like nothing ever happened. That's what my mom taught me.
Nice.
So we try to do that. I don't know if my husband would agree when he sees the sink full of dishes, but the sink doesn't count because you're putting them in there, okay? The counter. So, I stuck the chocolate in here, and now we're just stirring the chocolate. This is what's called a poor man's double boiler. Some people have fancy ones. So double boiler is basically, I have this big pot here full of water, and the water is boiling, low boil. And then I have a second pan, a smaller pan here, and that's where I put the milk and the chocolate. And this allows me to melt the chocolate so that it doesn't scorch it directly on the heat of the stove. So right now I'm just stirring the chocolate, and we want to stir it until it's almost melted but not quite, and then we'll take it off the heat and we'll let it finish melting off the heat. We don't want to overcook it.
I've never did that, yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Yes.
I know how to cook with anything. Okay, so we're gonna take that off the heat. And we're gonna let it continue cooking, and I'm just whisking the chocolate, and you guys can see the chocolate is melted now. You guys can see the chocolate melted, and it doesn't look like overly glossy. You can tell it looks a little, which is okay. Some people freak out because when I know it's starting to dry out, you need to add something. Don't add anything. Okay, so now that that is done, we're actually going to add the other things. So these are the ingredients that some people don't want to know about until after they taste the cake. So my mom loves chocolate. She is like chocolate master queen. Yeah. But she also loves sugar, and I'm trying to show her there's another way. Mom, I love you if you're watching this. So the main ingredient of the mousse layer that we put in this cake is black beans. And what nutrients and vitamins do black beans have? Tons of protein, vitamins. So yay, black beans. This makes it so moussey and yummy. This is 1 can of drained and rinsed black beans, and then we have 10 yummy this one is 5 yummy fat juicy dates that you take the pits out of. Do you know how to pit dates? Okay, some people don't know. You just squeeze them and the thing comes out. And then 1 tablespoon of the coconut oil. So this gives those fats in it to make that all be super fabulous. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just really good. And then this part too is the espresso part of it. So we have our espresso, and all of these ingredients are here at espresso.
Espresso. Great.
And so this is the mocha espresso part. Okay. So we're just gonna blend this up until it's creamy, and then we'll add that chocolate we just melted. So it like froths it all together. I know! You only like 3 things, and it's so good. I can't wait till you taste it. Seriously. Some of the ingredients stick to the side a little bit, and so I always go in and scrape around it just to make sure it all gets incorporated. I don't like it when there's big chunks of dates, because those tend to kind of dodge the blades a lot. They're stinkers. So I want the dates to be totally delicious and smooth in the thing. They're so good. Alright, so I don't know if you can see this, but it's starting to blend up nicely. And now I'm going to add that chocolate. And the chocolate is so soft and easy to scrape out of here. And we just put it right in. Oh.
Say again.
I'm making real.
I'm very
He likes
salty.
salty stuff.
So, but I like sweet stuff.
But he has been, so they're asking my husband if he loves the stuff I bake. And he is actually not a sweet kind of guy. He's more of a salty guy. So, but he's from Portugal and he makes the most amazing fish and potatoes and anyway, amazing dishes. So he does the meat stuff and I do the desserts. But he has agreed to multiple tastings of my recipes and he thinks they're good. So I'm okay with that. So now the chocolate's in there, you'll notice when we blend it now, this is when it turns into that fluffy, delicious mousse. So we're basically to the top, putting the topping on the other one and twisting it. We're almost done. Oh no. So while that's blending, I'm just warming up my double boiler again because for the topping, I don't know if you guys can see, but on the topping, we have drizzled chocolate and crushed up hazelnuts and then some berries. So I'm going to get that part ready. And can you guys see how this is kind of turning into this moussey chocolate stuff?
It's more press, I'm sorry.
What's up?
Press a little bit.
Of course, do whatever you want. You can have that whole bowl. And don't feel guilty because that's a healthy dinner for her.
So much.
No, that's the
So
benefit.
sweet.
Yeah, that's the benefit of coming.
Thank
All right.
you, Peter. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so for the topping, because I want the chocolate dough to drizzle, I do want to add a little bit of plant milk. This one I'm not measuring. This one I'm just kind of, because on here for the topping it says good quality chocolate, hazelnuts, and coffee beans. But I know you saw when that chocolate melted, it wasn't super shiny. So actually what I'm going to do is add some fat to it. And then the chocolate, and then if I need to, I'll add milk. But we're just going to kind of wing it here. Do like a half tablespoon. Sorry about it. And then we'll do some So that chocolate I'm doing for the topping, I made it a little bit sweeter. This one is 70% instead of 100% because I want a little bit of that contrast on top of the cake to bring out the sweetness of the crust. And again, there's no processed sugar in this, you guys. The only sweetness are the dates, the nuts, the cocos. Alright, so let's stir this around. And while that's kind of melting, we are going to pull this out of the fridge. What? Is it so good?
It's amazing.
Love it? I'm so happy. Alright, so this is our super yummy moussey filling. You guys can't see that, but it is divine. Okay? Black beans, cocoa, chocolate, dates. It's so good. So we'll just take this and we'll spoon it into our little things that have been chilling in the fridge. And quickly do that. And then so this is super easy. I don't know if you guys can see, but basically I'm just putting this in. Again, this is usually done in an 8x8 pan, but how cute to have these little mini mousse cakes at a party or for your kids. And it's healthy snacks, right? I mean, there's obviously calories here, but they're all like healthy nutrients for your body. Guilt-free, deliciousness, decadence. And so after we get these in, you will want to let it set up for at least 4 hours or overnight. So what we'll do is we'll let you guys take these home. Obviously, you can take as many as you want.
This is such a good treat.
It's so yummy.
It's free. Hello.
Yeah, I know. That's the great thing. So if you ever want to hold classes here at Natural Grocers, there's multiple locations, and does every store have an in-store kitchen? Most stores have in-store kitchens, guys, and they give you up to $100 to purchase whatever you need to do these recipes at their store. And then you just come and cook to your heart's desire and share with the community. And they tell everyone that comes and shops about their classes. And you just get community involvement. You spread the word. If being a part of your community and doing something important with your life and helping others is important, why not? I love doing this stuff. So, I'm kind of running out of juice here, so we'll just scrape the rest of it. And I'll stick these back in the fridge. Okay, so I'm just going to tap these, get it to settle a little bit. And then you will want to cover it with saran wrap or whatever, just because I don't know if you have food and stuff in your fridge, sometimes the pudding or the mousse kind of takes that smell in. So just make sure you cover these when you take them home, let it sit for up to 4 hours or overnight. And then the next day it's a little bit more firm, and then you add the toppings to it. Okay? Not all of them. The dates are not there because the dates have to be refrigerated, and then the espresso. Yeah. Yep. All right, so now we are going to make the delicious topping. All right, so this chocolate is melting nicely. We want it to be able to drizzle over the top, so it looks like it's been baked. Okay, you guys. This is what I've been waiting for. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Okay, so for our toppings, we have toasted hazelnuts that have been crushed up, raspberries and blueberries. Again, all these amazing fresh ingredients are from Natural Grocers. And, do you mind if I put you on the spot? Can you tell a little bit about why is Natural Grocers different than other stores? Like, whoop-de-doo, what's the big deal? Do you want to come up here?
I can.
Okay.
How many people are in
There's a few. Which one did you wash that was like a smaller one of these? Ooh, that's awesome. Okay, so you stand right here.
Okay. Hi, I'm Madison. I work at Natural Grocers. I'm the health coach here. So just a couple of the biggest things that makes us a little bit different is our commitment to nutrition education. So like Danielle was saying, we have these spaces for our community where we do classes, we have events, and our community is open or is welcome to use this space. And we also are committed to nutrition education through our coaching services. So I'm the nutritional health coach, and I do offer private consultations here in the store. So that's a big one, is our commitment to nutrition education. And another big one is our standards. So we only sell organic produce. We have a whole list of things we won't carry and why. We are committed to offering the highest quality products so that we can make delicious food like this. And those are probably two of the biggest ones, is our commitment to nutrition education and our amazing standards. So people compare us to Sprouts and Whole Foods, but we do have awesome standards and a lot of things that we won't carry because we don't want to carry things like high fructose corn syrup or hydrogenated oils or things like food dyes and artificial fragrances and preservatives. So it's an awesome store, and like Danielle was saying, we have this space for our community, so it's open to the public to teach classes and just come and learn and taste yummy food.
Yay, thank you so much. All right, so Now what we'll do is I have these yummy, delicious little bites. I'm sure everyone will want more than one thing because they're so small. But that chocolate that we melted now, I'm going to take it and we'll drizzle it. Actually, let's do some fruit first. So we'll do some blueberries, raspberries. Again, these are all vitamins and nutrients and foods that help support your body, and they're delicious. And this is dessert, guys. Come on. We're going to dinner after this, but you get dessert first. So, I'm trying to make it pretty, but they're just kind of falling off. Alright. So put our fruit of choice. This is a great one for kids. Get them involved, show them how to cook. And then we'll just drizzle the chocolate over it. Do you see that? It's so good. This is a great one to make for parties. I made this at our family reunion up in Park City last year, and it was a huge hit. I had everyone coming, so we have condos, and we just kind of open our rooms and let everyone in our families come back and forth. And everyone was in our room, and everyone just had a fork, and we were all standing over the pan and just eating right out of the pan. It's so good. So come on up and get a little piece. If you want seconds, we have plenty. Oh, let's do some nuts. And then sprinkle. Yes. Find a pretty one. This one's kind of pretty.
Wow.
Right. It's so good.
It's not bad sugar.
Yummy. Healthy, yummy sugar. And that's it, everyone. I wish you could taste it. I'm going to show you what it looks like, finished product. It's so good, not even kidding. If you could